Hello everyone, this is part 57 of What If Naruto Figured It All Out, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist. To see more, comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. In a fresh morning, Sakura and Kiba got up and were having breakfast in the living room, while watching TV. The medical team Capitan had her head leaned in the ANBU's shoulder, while munching a croissant. We still have 5 more months until our marriage. Sakura remembered, sighing. Kiba smiled and caressed her head. Why are you willing to get married that fast? Kiba asked, hugging her tighter. We already live like husband and wife. We have S. We eat together. We have S. We go out. We have S. Life is perfect. He smiled. Really? Does your head only think in S? Sakura said with an annoyed face. Kiba grinned. What about, you have such a great personality, or, you are so kind. Ah, US freak. But I think about that. Kiba said, untying the buttons from Sakura's cherry pattern pajama. That's why I want to have S with you, because you. The man K Sakura's N, making her blush. Because your personality excites me. Because your kindness makes my heart beat faster. Because. Kiba stared Sakura in the eyes. I love you so much. I wanna be a part of you. I wanna be within you. Kiba. Sakura tenderly smiled, a little embarrassed, especially because Kiba was getting even closer to her, feeling her leg near her private place. You don't have to say it like that. I mean. What? Do you want me to say it a little bit dirtier? Kiba asked, licking her ear. No, it's just. Love has no excuses, Sakura said. Kiba stared her in the eyes and then smiled. Yeah, I guess not, he said. Come on, let's get laid. I would love to, but I have work to do, Sakura said, much blushed and getting a little hot. Kiba sighed. I'm lucky to have asked you in marriage first, otherwise, I think you would have married your work. Kiba played, sitting back in the sofa. What? Sakura grabbed him by his pajama. You are to one who wants more and more attention. No, I just want you, Kiba confessed, just to make Sakura blush more. It worked. Okay, let's see the news. Kiba switched the channel and the couple saw the begging of, Good morning Konoha. Good morning Konoha. This is your favorite star, the great Maya. Maya shout out loud in the TV, although, she was not in the studio. Today, we bring you shocking news from the Hyuga family. Hyuga? Kiba asked, surprised. Sakura thought in Naruto and Hinata at the first, but then decided to listen. At my side I have the military police general, Uchiha Sasuke-sama. Maya said and the camera zoomed out, showing Sasuke at her side. Sakura knit her brows, which was noticed by Kiba while drinking his milk. So, Uchiha Shogun, what do you have to say to our viewers about what you uncovered within Konoha's most noble clan? Sasuke's eyebrow trembled a little. Nobility can mean many things, Maya-san. The Hyuga sure shows none. Sasuke stated. It came to my ears that S harassment, mobbing, discrimination and even some S were being taken by the Hyuga. Kiba and Sakura's mouth opened wide, just like most of the mouths in Konoha. It's not from now that main and branch family have been fighting against each other, although, it's the military police's job to protect the victims from these crimes. Me and my team have spent the entire night interrogating members from both families and we have already arrested more than 20 people from both families. They will be listened later in Konoha's court and a judge will decide the destiny. So, do you consider your job done? Maya asked. Sasuke stared at her. My job is never done, Sasuke confessed. Because, unfortunately, this kind of things will always happen and the military police needs to be here to assure they will, at least, happen less than before. Thank you for your explanation, Uchiha Shogun. Clearly a well done job by you and your team, Maya said and then the camera zoomed on her again. Sasuke found out all of that. I have to admit he does his job as a police general very well. Kiba acknowledged. Just as you said, he is doing his job, Sakura said, very annoyed. Sasuke, you. Now, we are going to hear what the great Lord Hyuga Hinata has to say about this investigation and its revelations. Maya put the microphone near Hinata, who was a little shy for being in front of a camera. So, what are you going to do about the culprits, and do you have any idea of the measures to take to prevent identical situations? Hinata hesitated a little, but then answered. The behavior that some of my clan's people was nothing more than disgustful and dishonored for us all. The Hyuga's name that was always seen as the one of a family of traditions and goodwill is now shaken thanks to those acts. Hinata said. Kiba sighed. Poor Hinata. Having to deal with this. She was not tailed to be a leader at all. Kiba said, making Sakura stared at him. Hinata is a very kind person who is good to have on our back to protect us, but that is incapable of guiding us well. That's her nature. Being the leader of a family like the Hyuga, even being hers. She must be feeling pretty bad now. To prevent this kind of situations, last night, I proposed to my clan the abolishment of the caged bird seal. Hinata confessed. Maya's eyes opened wide. It was unanimously accepted. So, from now on, no main or branch family will exist, just the Hyuga family. We will be all equal and the reason from hatred will soon vanish, carrying those awful behaviors along with it. Then, half of your family loves you, while the other half wants to see you k. Maya asked out of the nowhere. Konoha's eyes fell down on the Hyuga leader to see what she would answer. Hinata couldn't find a way to answer that question. Sasuke saw her nervous state. That's I am here, Sasuke said, getting the camera's attention. Hinata stared at him, just as Maya. My mission is to protect the safety of every single person within Konoha. The great lords included. If half of her family wants to kill her, then I will arrest that half and show them the system still works. Those are the orders Hokage-sama left me. Sasuke looked at Maya and grinned. She smiled back. It's all from this morning's special. A great K from the even greater Maya to all the great Konoha people. Bye-bye, Maya said with a smile. And see, the producer said from behind the camera that was filming them. That was great, my shining star. You don't lose your gift for TV. Of course not, Maya said, smiling. I'm the great Maya after all. The reporter turned to Sasuke. Do you have any news about Kahoko? Sasuke's eyes opened wide. I wanted to meet her last night, but the doctors told me not to, because if I saw her like that. My baby. Maya's worries about her cousin were huge. After all, they spent their entire lives together. Sasuke lowered his head. I'm sorry. I was stuck here since last night. I didn't have the chance to see how she was. Sasuke said, also worried with his girlfriend. But, try to speak with Sakamoto-san. He called me saying he would be there. Maya sadly smiled. Thank you, for being at Keiho-chan's side. Maya was grateful to Sasuke, which surprised him. I never saw her so happy like when she was with you. You must be a great person, Sasuke-kun. No, I'm just person. I have. Sasuke lowered his head again. Seeing from within the house, some main family people were sending bad looks at Hinata. That useless leader, a middle-aged woman said. She had brown hair and was dressed as a noble lady. Thanks to her our clan was exposed in such shameful way. She should have told the Hokage that Hitomi's problem was nothing to worry about. Hinata-sama could have said it was another arranged marriage. Another Hyuga lady that was near the first said. She is a good for nothing. I'm sure Neji turned her head upside down. As bad as that, Maya came here to make the report. Sure to get revenge on Neji. It's the second time she embarrasses us in front of Konoha. A Hyuga lord told. We should get rid of her. She is a diva. If we kill her, we would be in a bigger trouble. Plus, with an Uchiha running the military police, we have our movements restricted. The Uchiha clan always hated us. It almost looks like the time we were ruled by Phoenix. The first woman spoke. Now that I remember, isn't Maya's mother from the Angel Country? The Hyuga lord said. The three stared each other and evilly glared. In another place, in the Hyuga's reception garden, Hiashi was at Neji's side, staring Hinata from afar. I always knew this was happening. Hiashi confessed. Neji stared at him. Your father told me many times about cases like this. I tried my best to punish those who did it, but even for us who have eyes that sees everything, it's hard to see things like these. I failed my clan. I couldn't stop it. That's why the Uchiha ruled us. Phoenix found out about it. I didn't want the Hyuga's name to fall in shame. So, We had to endure all the Uchiha had done to us while they were in the military police. Plus, Phoenix's wife was found out near our lands, they did with us all they wanted to. Maybe if you decided to reveal it at that time, Hinata-sama wouldn't have to deal with it now. Neji said. She will be the face the people will remember when it comes to this scandal. It's unfair to her, who did even better than you to solve it. You're right, Hiyashi admitted. Nobu was also on a window, staring at Hinata, while holding a bag of ice that helped him getting better from the headaches. He lowered his head, thinking about his sister. How could she be? He couldn't leave her behind. So you were here, Nobu. Another branch man approached him. He had small brown hair and had a cute face. They are talking about us even in the newspaper. Yeah, it looks like your marriage, Narita. Nobu said, moving the ice. That must hurt a lot. How also used against me when I married Hana. Narita helped Nobu with the ice. I had a headache that lasted for 3 days. And Hana-san? Nobu asked, getting a sad sigh from Narita. She was about to be arrested from covering Hitomi's state, but Hinata-sama intervened and said she was threatened by Hao. Narita explained. But Uchiha Shogun wants to get her for further interrogation. Hinata-sama is a great person. Abolishing the caged bird, defending us. Nobu let those words get out of his mouth in a way that Narita was able to see his feelings. Well, she is our leader, and a good one. I'm glad to know my son will not carry a seal in his forehead. But, Narita put his arm around Nobu's shoulders and pointed at Neji. I'm sure she did that because of Neji. Neji. Nobu found it strange. Yes. Isn't the great Maya waiting a child of his? Neji must have done something to Hinata-sama to make her change her mind. Well, at least that's what everybody's saying. We are all happy for having the great lord marrying one of ours. Narita said. Nobu remembered his talk with Hinata. Then, and if Hinata-sama loves somebody else, outside the Hyuga? Nobu asked, with Naruto in his head. Narita found the question even stranger. Hinata-sama loving someone, outside the Hyuga. Well, that would be an insult. Narita concluded. Nobu quickly looked at him. It's true. Her marriage with Neji is to unite both families. If she is seeing somebody else, that means she does not care as much as she says about us. If she did, she wouldn't see another person. If she is, indeed, seeing someone else, it will not only be the main family after her head, but ours too. I'm sure she does not want that. But Hinata-sama is a good person, she will not do that. Yeah, you're right. Nobu sighed. Back to Hinata, she stared at Maya, who was speaking with her cameraman and the producer. I have to talk with her. The great lord thought. I need to let her know Neji-Nisan loves her and that he did what he did to protect her and her child. Hinata took a deep breath and called for the reporter. Yes. Maya went near her. You have to be quick. I have an appointment with Hokage-sama within an hour. Hinata looked into Maya's eyes. I don't like when people look at me like that. It means they are going to lecture me about something. I'm a diva. I'm above lectures. Even above love? Hinata asked. Maya's eyes opened wide. Sasuke noticed they were talking and kept an eye on them. The caged bird seal is a part of the past now. Why don't you? He is the one who has to come near me. Maya left it clear. He was the one who left me. I don't run after men. They are the ones who care to be with me. If he loved me, he wouldn't marry you. I'm not the kind of princess who stays waiting for an enchanted prince to come and save her from her cage. I simply break it and leave it without any help. People are not islands. You can't live alone. It's. Hinata bound her hands. It's painful. Maya didn't care about her opinion. I have more to do than to hear to your princess's love story. If you are waiting for a white knight, then stay here. Maybe it will really happen as it happens in fairy tales, and you will wait about 100 years for him. Maya turned her back at Hinata. I want to be your fairy. Hinata confessed. To help you, meet your prince. Maya looked back at her. Hinata moved her head and stared at Neji. He sees all of your shows and has all the newspapers you have an article on. Maya lowered her look. He never stopped loving you. He did that to save you and your baby. I never asked to be saved. I just wanted. Maya's lower lip trembled. Neji stared her from the place where he was, seeing her putting her hands across the belly. I just wanted. The reporter felt an intense pain in her belly and fainted. Maya-san. Hinata called. Ma, Neji was about to run to her, but Hiashi held his arm and said no with his head. Neji's heart was jumping like crazy for seeing his beloved one on the ground. What happened? Sasuke went near her and put his hand in her belly to feel the baby. No, my star. The producer screamed with his hands in the head. I told you not to put her in the air. The cameraman said. She already felt bad before coming here. For how long has she been like this? Hinata asked to the cameraman, trying to reanimate Maya. Since early morning. She said she felt a pressure in her belly. The cameraman said. TCH. Her body was getting ready to enter in child labor. Sasuke said. Neji's eyes opened wide and he tried to get near Maya, but Hiashi held him once again. If you go, you will ruin everything. Is that what you want? Hiashi asked. Neji felt a huge pressure above himself. His clan's eyes were all staring at him. I will call a doctor. Hinata offered, but she was interrupted by Sasuke, already with Maya in his arms. No. After what I found out this night, I won't ever trust a Hyuga again. I will take Maya to the hospital. My men will continue the investigation. Sasuke left. Maya, Neji whispered, biting his lip. I should be the one to take you there. The man lowered his head and then Hiashi left him. Don't make anything foolish. You will marry my daughter. Hinata has just saved the branch. Don't drive them back to hell because of your reckless love. Hiashi left it clear. A tear fell from Neji's pure white eyes. Maya. He bound his fists. We dreamed for so long to have a child and now. I ruined our dream. Neji stared Hinata and then went near her. Brother Neji. Hinata asked, sensing Neji holding her arm. I've been helping you. Now it is your time to help me. Neji whispered. We are going to the hospital and we will tell the clan we will see how Hitomi is. Hitomi-chan. Hinata heard. Tell Nobu to come with us. After we enter the hospital, I will go for Maya, while you visit Hitomi. Neji explained the plan. Hinata tenderly smiled. Okay, I will call for him. Meanwhile, in the hospital, Sasuke had entered and alerted the nurses to aid Maya. As he realized, the diva was entering in child labor and was transferred to the maternity. The general called the 2 police ninjas he put after Maya. As you know, Maya-san will give birth to a Hyuga child. Sasuke explained to them. Don't let any Hyuga get near her or her room. Understand? This is an A-rank mission. Yes, the 2 said, but then one of them remembered something. Another day, the Lord Hokage told us to let Neji-san approach her, shall we? Sasuke grinned. If he really wants to see Maya that much, then he will have to pass through you too. Got it? Sasuke ordered. Yes, my general, they said and left. Sasuke sighed and then looked into the corridor. He walked for a while and opened one door. Kahoko was laid down on a bed, attached to some machines, while her father was holding her hand. Mr. Sakamoto recognized Sasuke and smiled. Uchiha Shogun. What a pleasant surprise. Sakamoto said. I'm glad you could come. I saw your interview with Maya-chan just some minutes ago. Maya is having her child now. Sasuke informed, getting the reporter's uncle by surprise. She better have someone from her family near her. I will look over Kahoko. Sakamoto smiled. Thank you. I will go for Maya-chan. The man made a bow and left. Sasuke sat near Kahoko and held her hand. The girl had her eyes closed, sleeping lightly. Kahoko. Sasuke called for her name, caressing her face. The general was also sleepy. He had been working all night long, using his Sharingan to interrogate the Hyuga, so he leaned his head in Kahoko's and closed his eyes, falling asleep. An hour later, Hinata, Neji and Nobu arrived at the hospital, where they crossed with Naruto. Naruto-kun, what are you doing here? Hinata blushed a little. Naruto smiled at her. I came to see Hitomi. Sakura-chan had just finished checking her. I want to know the results. As Hokage, it's my duty to know about the health of my people. Naruto said, but then noticed Neji's nervous. What's wrong? Maya is. Do you know where she is? Neji asked, blushing a little. Nobu stared at Neji. She is delivering now. Naruto's eyes opened wide. Do you know where she is? I don't know. I have arrived just now. So that's why all the reporters in the entrance. Naruto realized. We are also going to see Hitomi-chan. We can go together then. Hinata proposed. Naruto grinned at her and decided to join her and Nobu, while Neji went for Maya. Nobu tried to solve his doubts. Does Hinata-sama love Hokage-sama? He asked to himself, seeing the sparkling looks they were sending at each other and how colorful their faces were. There is no doubt. She loves him. Nobu lowered his head and bit his lip. But, and the clan? Here we are, Naruto said and opened the door. Nobu-ni-chan. Hitomi ran her brother, who smiled and caressed her head. I'm so happy to see you again. Sakura appeared behind the girl and complimented the Hokage and the Hyuga Great Lord. Hinata-sama also came and Hokage-sama too. I'm happy. See, there are lots of people who are worried about you. Nobu said, happy for seeing his sister was okay. Hitomi blushed a little. And so, the Hyuga asked at the medical team captain. Sakura sighed, grabbing the papers with Hitomi's results. You better sit down, she said, and Nobu did so. Her brain is highly damaged due to the caged bird seal violent usage. Nobu bit his lip, bounding his hands. Hinata sighed. So, many of her brain functions are not working at all. She will have lots of problems when it comes to memorize new events and her brain development will stop where it is. Does that mean? Yes. Hitomi is incapable of understanding she is pregnant and that the child that will come from her will be her son. Sakura revealed, with her eyes closed. It's hard for me to say this, but we don't have a cure for your sister's problems. Nobu lowered his head. She will need someone to look over her constantly. But worry not. Konoha's orphanage has the best doctors and assistants in the world. She will be fine. Tears fell from Nobu's eyes. His heart was paining a lot. Even the best doctors in the world cannot heal her, then. Hitomi, I can't let her alone. Nobu cried. Why are you crying, Nobu-ni-chan? Hitomi asked with a smile on her face, making her brother feel better. He caressed her face and then stared Naruto. When will Hien-sama come back to Konoha? Nobu questioned. He had just arrived. I came to pick him after leaving Kaoru and Chi in the academy. Naruto explained. Why? Nobu lowered his head again. When can I speak with him? Nobu asked. He will be seeing me in the afternoon. You can come to my office and speak with him if you want to. Naruto said. Well, I have some things I have to discuss with Nobu in private. So, Naruto, Hinata, if you can leave us alone. Sakura asked, blinking her eye. Okay, Naruto said and left with Hinata. Nobu stared at him, knitting his brows. Already in the corridor, Hinata held Naruto's hand softly. The Hokage knew all the ways Hinata had to hold his hand and that one meant she was worried. So, what's wrong? Naruto asked. I think my clan does not approve my decision. Hinata confessed. Even if the branch love it, the main family, I don't want to see more hate. She leaned her head in Naruto's seat, crying quietly. Naruto put his hand in her shoulder and then checked if the room next to them was empty. Once it was, the two entered there. The Hokage sat his lover in a chair in front of him and then sat next to her. I don't know why. I think that the most I try only makes everything worse. You have done your best. Naruto answered, holding her hands. The main didn't need to be saved, only the branch, and now they are fine. But, it's not the first time branch members came main members. That's also a problem. If I do something to prevent that, I will be seen as all the other lords the branch side hate. Hinata explained. That's why you have Neji. Naruto remembered her. He will explain your reasons to his side of the family. You will see. It will take time, but you will save your family. Hinata smiled after hearing the Hokage's comforting words. Have faith in yourself. Don't give up. You're right. Hinata cleaned her tears. I have to fight for them. The two stared for a while. I love you. Naruto decided to say first, making her blush. I bought you a present. The Hokage took a small box from his pocket. Hinata blushed even more. I couldn't see what you would like that I haven't already offered you, so I came out with this. Naruto opened the box, showing a ring with diamonds surrounding a beautiful white pearl. Hinata's eyes twinkled. So, the Hokage put his gift in Hinata's finger. Do you like it? Why yes, Hinata said, staring at the ring. I feel so bad when Naruto-kun comes with a present for me and when I came empty-handed. Don't worry. Your presence is enough. Naruto whispered at her ear, licking it afterwards. As long as you are near me, I will be fine. The Hokage rubbed his face in hers. I will be. Naruto closed his eyes. Hinata noticed his breath was a little strange and stared at him. She caressed his face and his forehead. Naruto-kun, I love you too, she said. Meanwhile, Neji tried to find out where Maya was, until he found Mr. Sakamoto sat in the chairs in front of a room. He recognized the Hyuga and then closed his eyes. What guts you have, Neji-san. Coming here after what you have done. Sakamoto said. Maya. How is Maya? Neji asked, catching his breath. You know as much as I do. Sakamoto said. Neji was about to open the door, but was interrupted. If I was you I wouldn't do that. Maya-chan continues to hate you because of the way you left her. If you enter, she will only feel worse and that can be bad for the baby and for herself too. Neji sighed and sat near the man. I didn't want things to end up like this. Neji confessed. Maya wanted so much to have a family with me, I ended up granting her wish, and turned it into a nightmare. Maya-chan is a strong woman. Far stronger than anyone I've ever known. She will overcome it with a smile. Sakamoto said. She has to. They waited for 2 long hours until Ino come out. And so, Neji quickly got up, staring Ino's in the eyes, closely. The woman felt a little intimidated. How's Maya? And the baby? Ino felt a little embarrassed with Neji's proximity. They are both fine. Hien appeared, coming out of the bedroom, surprising Neji. Maya fell asleep right away and the baby boy is fine. Baby boy. Neji smiled, feeling relief, but then he remembered something. If you excuse me, Your Highness, what were you doing inside the room? Hien stared him. Hien-sama is studying medicine in the Fire Country's university. So he asked us if he could join the team in the child labor. Ino explained. I hope you don't mind. Hien asked at Neji, who made a bow, thanking. It was also wonderful to work with you, Ino-san. I'm glad to have such a great teacher and pretty too. Ino blushed a lot. Hien-sama. She squeezed. When can we see them? Sakamoto asked. As soon as the great Maya wakes up. Ino said. The nurse will give her and the baby a bath and then put her in a bed. It will take about 30 minutes. More 30 minutes. Neji sat down again. Maya. At the afternoon, Nobu went to Naruto's office, where Hien was waiting for him, along with Sakura and Shikamaru. Nobu. You came. Shikamaru smiled. Nobu stared him. I have just signed your papers. It will be troublesome not to have you here, but. The Anbu captain noticed he was not fine. What? Hien-sama. Nobu's eyes trembled a little, catching the prince's attention. He kneeled down and bowed. I'm sorry, Your Highness, but I cannot leave Konoha to serve you and your father in the capital. Hien was caught by surprise. My sister, she needs me. I cannot. I'm so sorry. I have to decline. But Nobu. Naruto tried to talk with him, but Hien kneeled down near him. I understand. You don't need to lower your head like that. She is your sister after all. Hien said. Nobu stared at him. Hokage-sama already explained to me what was going on. Plus, I cannot have a warrior who has such a troubled mind. Yes. Nobu got up along with Hien. So, is there any other Anbu I can use to become one of the 12 guardians, Narateku? Hien asked. Shikamaru lowered his eyes, searching within his memories and then stared Sakura, which was noticed by the woman, letting her worried. The Anbu captain looked back at the prince. Inuzuka Kiba. Shikamaru said. Sakura's eyes opened wide. He is the best for the position, after Nobu. Kiba, but. Sakura lowered her face. It's up to Kiba to decide, Sakura. Shikamaru explained. Sakura bit her lip. Besides, he can come back to Konoha to visit you. I know, but. Sakura had no idea what Kiba was going to answer. Becoming one of the 12 guardians was something many dreamed and worked for. It was the opportunity of a life. Sakura knew it, but Shikamaru was right, it was up to Kiba to decide. Okay, I will meet Inuzuka Kiba-san and ask him to join the 12 guardians. Hien said. Naruto noticed Sakura was feeling a little bad with that and went near her, putting his hand in her arm, comforting her. Sakura smiled at him. I trust Kiba. Plus, we are going to get married soon, so. It's not going to be that hard. He also passed much time in missions. Sakura tried to convince herself it was something good. In the night, back to the hospital, Kahoko opened her eyes and saw Sasuke staring at her. Sasuke-sama. Kahoko smiled. The Uchiha could see some colors getting back to her face. I'm so happy to see you here. She held his hand. How's the Hyuga girl? Fine. Thanks to you. Sasuke smiled back, caressing Kahoko's face. You're a great person, Kahoko. You did well. There is a last thing I want to do. Kahoko put her hand under a shirt and took out her necklace with a heart pendant. Sasuke stared at it. It's my mother's pendant. Kahoko opened it and had a photo of her and Maya. I always keep this with me. She pulled the photo and a small USB drive appeared. This drive has all the passwords to access both the Fire Country's national bank and police files, just as the government database. Sasuke's eyes opened wide. You already know I have forged the bank accounts and made transactions to other accounts. My dealer, the one who asked me to do this. The Uchiha looked at her eyes. Was the leader of the Angel Country's separatist group. Friday. Sasuke found that name strange. Yes, she said, a little tired. He was the one who found me and asked me to do that. As you know, I was angry with Konoha, so I did so. All the money the separatists have, it's because I gave it to them. Kahoko, you know Konoha. I know, but then, Naruto-sama's his life for all of us. I couldn't betray somebody like him, so I quit. He also saved my small and weak life. Kahoko explained. You made me open my eyes and realize, there are better ways than being with the bad guys. There are always people who are happy for having someone looking over them. That Hyuga girl, if I haven't joined the military police, I would have never got the chance to save her. Kahoko. Hokage-sama. Kahoko began panting. There is someone blackmailing him, isn't it? Sasuke's eyes opened wide. It's Friday. The people from the Angel Country that live in Konoha stop helping the separatists because of the Naruto-sama made for us. Maya always was against the separatists. She said we are much better being protected by the Fire Country. The Hokage is the one who supports the Fire Lord and that protects him in cases like this. To K the Fire Lord Tei, they had to deal with the Hokage first. But, and the 12 guardians? Sasuke asked. Kahoko smiled. What guardian would like to fight with someone who had already K the Hokage? Kahoko asked. But the separatist from Konoha disagreed and asked Friday to spare the Hokage. The only way he found out to do so, was to blackmail Naruto-sama, so he can't move when the big attack takes place. That way, without Konoha's support, the 12 guardians wouldn't be enough to defend the capital, and the Fire Lord would perish. What makes you think Hien-sama will give you guys the independence after that? Sasuke asked. We would have gained the military power that lacked us in the last war. So, there were no more reasons to keep us annexed to the Fire Country. Kahoko closed her eyes, very tired. You have to rest, Kahoko. Sasuke cleaned the sweat in her face, but she sadly smiled at him. It's no use, Sasuke-sama. I won't last much longer. Kahoko confessed. Sasuke's eyes opened wide. He appeared to have fallen down on his feet. It's sad. Kahoko began to cry. I won't see you again. You have such a pretty face. The woman caressed the Uchiha's face. It makes me pain just to think I won't see it again. Your eyes are so beautiful. Don't say that. Sasuke insisted. Tomorrow you will come with me back to our house. In the corridor, Sakura was about to enter, but when she heard them speaking, she decided to heed it, without interrupting them. She put her ear next to the door, so she could hear it better. Kahoko, you will see. You can teach me how to work with a computer, as you always wanted to. Sasuke's eyes were getting wet. I taught Chi. It was hard, but she is a quick learner, just like you. Kahoko said. Promise me, you will be happy. Sasuke closed his eyes, trying not to cry, holding Kahoko's hand. Promise me, none will see that lost look within your eyes ever again. Please. Kahoko. Sasuke began to tremble a little. Talk with Sakura-san. Kahoko asked. Sakura's eyes opened wide. Tell her. I'm so sorry, Kahoko. Sasuke apologized, staring her in the eyes. So sorry for not being able to love you as you deserved. I just keep thinking about me and me all the time that I end up forgetting about the others. How many times have I hurt you? Kahoko. We are all humans. It's on our nature to hurt the others. Kahoko whispered. Talk with Sakura-san. Tell her you love her. Sakura blushed a lot and her heart appeared to have stopped. Love her, she thought. Sasuke loves me. Me. Since when? Why? Sakura's heart was confused. Tell her you love her ever since you were young. Tell her you were sorry for not being there when Kurika needed you. Kurika. Sasuke knows about Kurika too. Who told him? Sakura couldn't believe in what she was hearing. Her lower lip began to tremble. She fought so hard so Sasuke couldn't find out about the daughter, and he knew since the start. Tell her you wanted to help. Tell her you're sorry. I do it, not for me, but for yourself. Kahoko asked. You will never find peace. Kahoko closed her eyes. As long as you have that pain within your heart. Kahoko. Sasuke called, but she didn't answer. I'm so sorry, Kahoko. I should have made you happy. I don't want to let you leave broken-hearted. Please, Kahoko. I will not, she said, very weak. I'm happy for having you here. She smiled. When I have a daughter, I will name her Kahoko, after you. Sasuke smiled. And I will love her, and remember you. Have you heard it? Ah, Kahoko. The Uchiha called, but no answer came besides her smile. Kahoko. He leaned his head in hers, while the machines where she was attached started making some noises, telling her heart has stopped. Outside, Sakura heard the noise, biting her lip. Sasuke, he loves me. Since, she sighed. Now, what can I do? The medical ninja waited a little and then entered the room. Sasuke didn't look at her. Uchiha Shogun, she called. Sasuke just got up and left the room. Now that I think, Sakura turned the machine off. You always had a problem with revealing your emotions. At the Hokage's house, Naruto was giving Kaoru and Chi a bath. Once they were young little kids, there was no problem in having them take a bath together. Why does Kaoru have to take a bath? Chi asked. He will always smell sweet no matter what. Kaoru started crying. Only God knew how much he hated hearing someone talking about his sweet scent. I don't smell sweet. Bua. Kaoru cried more. Naruto sighed, while washing his back. That's why I'm giving you a bath. Because you don't smell that much. Naruto said, trying to make his kid quiet. There was a noise on the door and Sasuke entered. Daddy, she called, happy to see him. Hello. Sasuke sit down near the tub and started cleaning her, without saying a word. Naruto stared at him, noticing his silence. Sasuke, Naruto realized it had to be something related to Kahoko. Is there all clean? Sasuke said and took Chi out of the tub, covering her body with a towel. Let's get dressed and have some sleep. Where were you, Daddy? Chi asked. Working. That's why Daddy needs to sleep. Sasuke answered with a monochord tone. Naruto stared at him. Can I sleep here, clumsy idiot? Of course you can, you know you can. Naruto didn't finish his sentence once Sasuke left the bathroom without hearing any more. Sasuke. Naruto sighed and finished up cleaning his child. After that, they drank some milk and went to bed, where Chi and Sasuke were already sleeping. Naruto laid Kaoru down and then sat in the bed. Kahoko, did she? Mind your own business, Sasuke said, a little angry. You can talk with me about it. It will make you feel better, you know. Naruto insisted. Sasuke, we are friends. We are here for each other. You can. Kahoko. Sasuke whispered. Her father will bury her after tomorrow, so Maya can come too. Bury? Then she. Naruto lowered his head. I'm sorry. Sorry, was I? For not being able to give her what she wanted to, love. Sasuke confessed. But you were at her side. She was far happier than before. I remember her from when I went to see Sakura-chan in the hospital. She was always so sad and annoyed. You turned her into a different Kahoko. She was happy. I'm sure she's happy. Naruto said. Sasuke turned to him. You helped her. I know, seeing her must be. Naruto. She's without seeing what's the best of life, just like one day, you will. Sasuke said, making Naruto's eyes open wide. At least, try to make your dreams come true. My dreams. Naruto lowered his head and then stared at Kaoru. How much of Kaoru's growth will he see? If he only had 7 years of life left, then, he would only see Kaoru until he reaches 11. After that, Hinata will be 28, she will continue to be young enough to make another family. Konoha will continue. I'm Hokage already, but I wanted to make Hinata and Kaoru happy. They are my family. But I still have time. That's why I'm telling to enjoy now. Sasuke remembered Kahoko. I lack one night of sleep. Naruto felt a little sad and noticed the Uchiha was sad too. He laid down and hugged Sasuke by his back. What? I promise you I will be happy. Naruto said, rubbing his face in Sasuke's shoulder. Sasuke, I will. In the day appointed, Kahoko was buried. The dark clouds covered the sky, threatening to let the rain fall above them. It was a simple funeral. Very few people came. Kahoko's father was crying the loss of his only daughter. Maya was also there. Even being in a delicate state, she couldn't miss her cousin's last goodbye. Sakura was there too, along with Ino. Naruto and Kaoru made company to Sasuke and Chi. Why is everybody crying? Chi asked. Because Kahoko and we will never see her again. Sasuke explained, seeing his girlfriend in the coffin, carrying a beautiful white dress with a heart slide in her head. I can't see why that's bad. She said, but Sasuke was so heartbroken that he had no patience left to punish her. Naruto-kun. Hinata appeared with Neji and went near them. Sasuke-san, I'm sorry. She said. Neji stared Maya and went near her. What are you doing here? Maya complained. Kahoko does not need someone like you at her funeral. Her pain within her heart was so much that she simply forgot everything and hugged Neji. It's not fair. Kahoko. Why? She was my only true friend. Why? Neji crossed his arms around her. I wanted her to be my baby's godmother. Why? Kahoko. Come back. Goodbye, my daughter. Mr. Sakamoto put a flower in her coffin and then she was buried. In the end, the people started leaving the cemetery, filled with sadness. Sasuke stayed there alone, staring her grave. Kahoko. He sighed and then fell on his knees. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. The tears his face carried were hidden by the falling rain that poured all over Konoha. The Uchiha got up and walked a little, sitting in a garden bench. Kahoko. He remembered all the good moments he had passed with her. All the smiles she gave to him. I never thought I was going to miss you so much. Guess you were one of those little miracles that were always here, but that we never noticed until they're gone. He cried again, letting his tears fall freely once none was there to see him. He left himself stay there until he stopped sensing the rain falling in his head. The Uchiha rose his head and saw Sakura. It's freezing here. Come, let's have a hot drink at my place, she said, helping him getting up. Sasuke continued with his head lowered down. It took about 5 minutes for them to enter in Sakura's house. She sat him down and went to the kitchen, coming back with 2 mugs of hot chocolate. Akamaru was also in the house and went near him. Here. She gave it to him. Sasuke didn't get it. His head continued lowered and his wet hair let the water drop into the table. Sakura noticed he didn't move and remembered when he was attacked by Itachi, 8 years ago, and stayed just like that in his hospital bed. Really? She got up and grabbed a towel, putting it in Sasuke's head, cleaning his hair. When you are with a bad mood, you really are with a bad mood, she said and stared him. Sasuke loves me. Maybe I should try to rise his spirit a little bit. You know, when I'm feeling down like that, I take a look at my photo album, Sakura said and went to get a big pink book filled with cherry blossoms. Take a look. This is me with Mirai-sama, Kakashi-sensei and Naruto. We took this picture when Mirai-sama gave a party to Naruto. The medical ninja showed the photo when she was 15 years old. We were so happy at that time and so filled with dreams. I have lots of photos of that party. Sasuke stared at the photos, seeing all the friends that ended up the academy at the same time he did. These ones are from the Hidden Moon. Those days were filled with emotions. Knowing Mirai-sama was the Tsukikage, that she had connections with Akatsuki and that she was Itachi's daughter. Sasuke lowered his eyes, remembering his brother. Kakashi-sensei got really mad, he even insulted Mirai-sama in the peace treaty ceremony. The relations between the moon and Konoha were never the same after that. Sakura noticed Sasuke didn't appear to be feeling better, but she decided to proceed. Oh, these ones are from me and Chi. She was so adorable, and far politer than she is now. Sasuke softly smiled, making Sakura smile too. He loved Chi so much that just seeing her was enough to make him a little bit happier. I have lots of photos from her when she was a baby. You can take some if you want. Oh, these ones are from Temari-san, when she was pregnant. Shikamaru almost drove us into a political problem thanks to that. Gaara-san didn't like it very much. Sakura laughed quietly. This one is from when I, Naruto and Shikamaru became Anbu. Kakashi-sensei was so proud of us. The medical ninja closed her eyes. The next photos are from me when I was pregnant. If Sasuke knows about Kurika, he knows about me. What will he say? How will he react? Sasuke. She moved the page, making Sasuke's eyes open wide when he saw her pregnant. He quickly stared at her. Who told you about Kurika? She asked with a serious face. Sasuke lowered his eyes. Naruto. I knew it. That's stupid. Sasuke said and then took a deep breath. Knowing Naruto as I know, he must have told you everything. Sakura said. Yes, Kurika was your daughter. Sakura changed the page, showing lots of photos with Kurika. The Uchiha's heart began to beat faster and faster. It was the first time he saw his daughter. He smiled, seeing how pretty she was. Kurika looked a lot like Chi when she was a baby. Sakura got up and walked near the window, seeing the rain fall. Kurika was such a cute baby. Sakura said with a smile. Akamaru went near her and licked her hand, getting some caresses from her. To think, there were some sounds in the ground. Sakura looked back and saw Sasuke kneeled down near her with his head on the ground. Forgive me, he asked. She was so moved with the man's action, that she couldn't hold her tears. Sakura always waited for Sasuke to ask for her forgiveness, for all he had done and could have done for Kurika. And now there he was, on his knees, repenting. I'm so sorry. I wanted to be here for help, if it wasn't for me. Kurika could have been here today. Smiling. Forgive me, please. Sakura's lower lip was trembling. The memory of her daughter appeared in her mind, making her cry. She kneeled down near him and hugged the man. All Kurika wanted was for you to remember her. She cried. Sasuke, when I see you with Chi, I found myself thinking, what a wonderful father you are. Kurika suffered from your irresponsibility, but Akamaru sat near them, waving his tail. Promise me that you will take care of Chi, as if she was Kurika. Don't ever let her alone. Yes, I will. Sasuke rose his head, staring at Sakura in the eyes. She smiled at him. Both felt as if a big weight has left their heart. The weight of hatred. Now Sakura knows Sasuke loved Kurika and that he made her with love. She knows he feels sorry for what happened and that he would try his best to become a good father. And Sasuke was finally forgiven and could sleep in peace, just as Kahoko and Kurika. Come, let's finish the hot chocolate. Sakura helped him getting up and the two sat on the table. After that, she drove him to the exit and gave him a big envelope. These are some photos from Kurika that Naruto asked me the other day. Sasuke blushed a little. Tell him I gave you this, you can keep some for yourself, if you want to. Sasuke tenderly smiled at her, with a special bright in his eyes. Thank you, he said. Sakura blushed a lot once he looked very cute like that. I hope we can be friends again. Of course, Sakura said with a smile. Take a look over yourself. Remember you have Chi that will always see you as an example. Okay. I will remember, Sasuke said and got closer to Sakura, giving her a soft K near her eye. See you tomorrow. The Uchiha made a bow and then left. Sakura closed the door and looked down to Akamaru, who barked. Finally you solved Kurika's issue with Sasuke. Kiba said from the door of his bedroom. Sakura stared at him, seeing the man coming near her and giving her a hug. Now you can move forward. Yeah, you're right. Sakura leaned her head in Kiba's shoulder. It's kind of warming, this feeling. She closed her eyes, feeling Kiba's arms. Kurika, your father loves you. I hope you're happy. Sasuke reached the Hokage's house within few minutes. He opened the door and noticed Naruto was sleeping in the sofa with the TV on. The Uchiha smiled and picked the Hokage. Did you stay up waiting for me? Sasuke said, putting Naruto at his back. Su. Naruto continuing sleeping. Sasuke smiled, turning the TV off. Come, let's go to bed. Sasuke laid Naruto down near Chi and Kaoru and then stared at the full moon that shined behind the stormy clouds. Kahoko, if it wasn't you, I would never had the courage to ask for Sakura's forgiveness. Thank you. I will be happy. ... That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.